Yo, what is going on, guys? This is JCass here. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys something a little bit different. I'm going to be making a top 5 guns in Infinite Warfare video. And now before I get straight into the video, I just wanted to say this is my own opinion. I haven't actually had the chance to use all the classic weapons in the game. I have used, of course, all the normal weapons in the game, all the way up to level 55, all those, but I haven't actually prestiged enough to use all of them, just used the intervention and the MACTAV or UMP 45. The reason for that is just, obviously wanted to get some quick scoping in, and yeah, let's get straight into the video. And coming in at the 5 spot is the RPR Evo. Now before we get any further, it's the Ripper from Ghost. Everyone knows how good the Ripper from Ghost was. You would tear everything to shit with that gun, and it's just as good this year. Only difference is the sights are a little bit different, makes it a little bit harder to fire far distances, but that's not how you play with this gun anyway. This gun's for getting up close, spraying fast, and killing fast as well. Now for the recommended class setup, I usually go with no sight. It's good enough sight, you won't be firing far with it, or you shouldn't be if you want to be really good. The attachments, I usually go ahead and use extended mags because it gets through its mag really fast, it's got a high fire rate. I use quick draw, and I usually switch between silencer and stock. Sometimes it depends on the map I'm playing and also how I'm feeling the day. Just switching it up really. For the perks, I usually go with dexterity and ghost, sorry. I usually stack them up there. Dexterity get reload faster because it gets through its mags real quick. And ghost, that's a staple with nearly any class setup really. Hardline, I don't always use hardline, but I either use hardline or scavenger. Use the hardline just to get a boost to get to your streaks quicker, or I just use scavenger if I know that I'm playing really good this day, I'll need the extra ammo. And the final perk I use is hardwired. It's a beast, and it's one of the best perks this game. It was really good last year as well, but it's even better this year. Now I don't use any secondaries or anything. I don't use any frags or tacticals or anything. I don't see the need for it. If you're playing well enough, you shouldn't need any of those. Now coming in at the number 4 spot is the MACTAV 45, or formerly known as the UMP 45. I'm sure by this stage everyone knows that. But the reason I've put it at the number 4 spot and not up any higher is just because I haven't really had that much time to play with it. It was the second gun that I unlocked using my classic weapon unlocks. So I haven't really played that much since getting to the third prestige. Just in general, it's pretty much just a copy and paste from the past. It might be a little bit worse, but that's probably just because of all like the jetpack futuristic shit that's in this year's COD in the last few years. But in the past, no sight needed. Don't need a sight this year. Its iron sights have always been one of the best iron sights in the world. Any of COD games and ever. It's probably the best iron sights, I'd say, in my opinion. Now, getting into the attachments, I've just been running the same attachments on most of my guns, just because this year, all the guns are really good this year, but certain attachments just boost those guns up higher than others. And as the same in the RPR Evo, I've got the extended mags, just because with a submachine gun, fires fast. It's not the quickest fire rate, but it's definitely up there. It's definitely got a quick time to kill though. And I use quick draw as well, just to lock on, kill them faster. And I switch between silencer and stock. Not so much stock, being a submachine gun doesn't really need stock. And I also use silencer as my third attachment, and that's just because I like to go around the backs, like to flank the players, and I'll be able to kill them without them knowing where I am. And silencer this year is also one of the best attachments. It doesn't seem to hinder your performance on any of the guns really, not that I've noticed anyway. And now for the perks, same really as the last ones. I use dexterity because I reload faster. Using a submachine gun, any type of fast firing gun, I like to use dexterity so I can reload, fire away faster again. And I also like to double up with ghost as well, just because my certain playstyle is like to flank behind. Equipped with silencer as well, I can get behind easy even with UAVs active. And then I like to, this one here I like to use scavenger on, just because, what little gameplay I've played with it, I've definitely been killing with it, and I know that I won't need hardline to get to my score streaks. I can get straight to it just using the gun. that's why I use scavenger, because I'll never run out of ammo. And I always use hardwired in pretty much all of my class setups, just because it's that good. Just protects you from everything, really. And now we'll get straight into number 3. Now coming at the number 3 spot is an LMG called the Raw. And now the reason I've put this gun ahead of the other ones is not just because of the gun itself. It's because of the Merc combat rig trait called the Man of Arms. And now that trait is just built for carrying around heavy LMGs. Basically, it allows you to carry around your LMG as if it was a submachine gun or assault rifle. And it also means you start with max ammo. So, I know you do start with a full mag, but your actual, like what you empty into, isn't actually full. If you have scavenger unlocked and if you have it on and you run over a pack, you'll see what your actual full capacity is. But you'll start with that, so you're filled with ammo. And now because of that, with the attachments, I like to run quick draw. That just means you're running around as if it's a fast firing submachine gun itself, and you're locking on just as fast as they would. So really there's no difference between you shooting and say like an RPR Evo or an UMP 45, but your time to kill 3 to 4 times faster. This gun is a 2 to 3 shot gun. I'm not sure of the distances or ranges, but from my experiences, I usually kill them in 2 to 3 shots based on how much health they have left. Yeah, so I run quick draw with it. I also run stock. Those two with Man of Arms, you are literally carrying around an LMG in a submachine gun. There's no difference. You're just as fast as them now. And I also run Particle Amp as my third attachment. That attachment you don't really need to do. You don't really need to run it, sorry. Then the reason I do is just it extends my stopping power range, meaning I'm able to shoot I'm able to shoot further and just kill them faster, really, no matter what the distance is. That attachment you don't really need to run. You could run a sight instead, but in my opinion, again, running a sight seems to change the actual recoil on the gun. It definitely increases your recoil when you run just something simple like a red dot sight. I particularly find just using the iron sights, they're really good in itself. You'll be able to shoot well enough with it. I don't think you'll need a sight. But my attachments, I use Blind Eye or Ghost. And the reason for that, obviously my playstyle, as I've said before, get behind them, works a lot better. I also use Blind Eye as my second perk for the first ones. And that's because, unlike in my other guns, I don't need dexterity, because you start with that many bullets in the mag anyway. You won't need to reload very much. And it is an energy weapon, so it does refill and recharge its ammo anyway. So as you're just running from place to place, you will recharge your ammo, but you have that much to start off with. You won't go that low, and if you do, you have time, because you're not that big of a rush. But that's why I run Blind Eye instead of dexterity. And now, as my second one, I like to run Hardlined. That's just get my streaks easier. I don't particularly need stuff like Scavenger. I just have that much ammo again, as I said before. And as my third perk, I like to use Gung Ho or sometimes Hardwired. As Hardwired, just that good in the game. In Gung Ho, I can just spray and shoot. Don't need to worry about ammo. I'm able to do it while I sprint, and because I'm as fast as any submachine gun really, I can do that. I'm just as good as them. So that's why I run Gung Ho. Now coming in at the number 2 spot, the runners up, is the K-Bar 32. And the reason I've put it at the number 2 spot and not the number 1 spot is just the variants on the gun. They're not that particularly good from what I see. They don't change the gun that much, it's just reduced idle sway, things like that. The number 1 spot, as I'm sure you've already guessed by now, just has really good variants of it. But from what I've played, this is my favourite gun in the game. It has beastly inbuilt sights. It is quick to fire, quick to kill, can shoot long range, short range, medium, anything really. Cross maps, whatever you want, it will do it. The only reason it's not as good is because it doesn't change that much as you get better at the game, as you unlock different variants, everything. It doesn't change that much. But you will not need a sight on this gun. The inbuilt sight on this gun is basically a 10 times better elo. It is perfect for long range, perfect for me, perfect for anything. If it was a sight that I could attach on different guns, I would. It is that good. I would be attaching it on every gun I have, if I was able to. Now for the attachments, as I've said before, I have a staple set of attachments that I run on just about anything. That's the quick draw, extended mags, and suppressor. And I also have a staple set of perks that I run too. That's dexterity and ghost. Works for everything really. Hardlined or scavenger. That's your own opinion what you want to run there. Personally, I run hardlined. I think it has pretty good ammo as it is. But if I'm feeling good, switch it up, run scavenger. And I like to run hardwired as the third perk. And now, the number one gun in Infinite Warfare, the winner. Can I get a drum roll, please? The NV4. I'm sure everyone knew that. I don't even know why I needed a drum roll. Everyone knew the answer. Everyone knew it was the best gun before I even started this top 5. Now, it actually isn't the best gun in Infinite Warfare. But after you have variants of it, it becomes the best gun in Infinite Warfare. There's not really any other gun that with its legendary variant has a nuke and is a good gun in itself. Every other gun that has a nuke variant is good, yes, every gun in this game is pretty good, but it's not this good. It's not top 5 gun worthy. So that nuke paired with the gun makes it overpowered. The epic variant, if by any chance you don't just rank up and get the legendary first, if you get it somehow from a supply drop, the epic variant is in itself great. There's no drop off range, there's no difference between shooting them 3 to 4 shots. I don't know the stats actually, I won't lie, but we'll say 3-4 shots up close and 5 or 6. That doesn't exist. The 5 or 6 does not exist for long range. There's always that 3 to 4, as a guess, not sure, 3 to 4 shot to kill them at a cross map range. It doesn't change, there's no variation, it just makes it so good. It's just basically you shoot a couple bullets, turn around and keep going. You don't need to worry about if they're not going to die or not, they will die. And that's just what makes this gun the number 1 spot worthy. It is just that good with the variants. Now as the attachments, I personally run quick draw, stock and suppressor. That's the staple for pretty much any assault rifle. You just interchange stock with any other attachment that you want, but it's so good on assault rifles anyway. Quick draw, that's usual. Suppressor, usual. It's just that good this year. The perks, I run dexterity and ghost. I know I'm repeating myself, but they are just that good paired together. I run scavenger just because when I'm going for that nuke, 25 kills, you need scavenger. There's not enough bullets unless you don't miss a single shot. It's probably possible. I'm not that good of an aim. I miss my shots. I need scavenger, need more ammo. So that's why I run that. Don't need to worry about running out. I can keep going, keep killing from kill to kill. Don't need to worry about how much ammo I have left. And I run hardwired. I keep repeating myself. It's just that good. And thank you guys for watching this little video. I know it's a little bit something different from my usual 2K videos. I'd like to switch between COD and 2K. The only thing, I don't really want to go straight into COD itself, just because this year it's kind of dying off. I don't want to devote myself to a game that I know is dying off in a few months. It will still be kind of relevant, but it won't be that good, I don't think. But I want to be able to switch between the two, so I'm able to produce good content for you guys. And thank you guys for watching this. If you had any different opinion, if you didn't think maybe the ump deserved to be that low, if you think it should be the number 1 gun, personally if I played a little bit more with it, I think it could be. But if you have any other variations, any differences to my list, please leave a list down below. Tell me what's different, tell me if I've got the right list here, tell me what I've got wrong. I'd love to hear your responses. It's just really good, it helps me play better, I suppose. It also helps other people if they disagree as well. They can talk amongst each other, see what they think's the best. But yeah, I've said this 3 times already, but thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And before you leave, make sure you definitely subscribe, leave a like down below as well, and I'm out. Peace.
I'm OG, y'all new to the game.